We're the generation that inherits this mess, you know? I mean, and you're seeing young people, you know, speak up even right now. Like, everything's right in your face. It's so apparent that it's hard not to have an opinion. But I think our goal for the music aspect is to kind of provide like something to amp up those kinds of feelings and movements.
What binds you can drive you inside to make you move.
I had been wanting to start a band for a while, and I was looking for bass players. And I hit up Graham during our winter break to jam, and from there we started writing songs together, played a couple open mics, just the two of us. We ended up meeting Chris through a friend of ours, Ivan. He sent me a list of drummers when we were looking for drummers, and Chris's name was on there. I hit him up, asked him if he wanted to jam, came around, and we've been playing together since. We've been together about a year now.
It's kind of special, I feel, just because we don't necessarily agree on music all the time, and it plays out interestingly when we try to write, especially now that we're writing new material with Chris in the picture. Before our last EP, it was just Dom and I writing, then Chris came in and added his parts.
It was an experience. Recording the songs was the most fun, but it definitely came out really well. It was super fun working with these guys on it.
I really got into Rage Against the Machine my freshman year and sophomore year of high school, and it really influenced me musically and socially, and I kind of fell in love with the idea of not only playing music, but like saying something that I think is important along with the music.
Graham and Dom are definitely more closer in style than I am. I was kind of the odd man out as far as like the style of music I was playing. I never agreed with that. You know, playing with these guys for so long and getting used to the style of music they play, I've gotten accustomed to it. I love the messages they have in their lyrics, and that's why I still love playing with them at this point.
He's really into like pop, rock kind of stuff, where I'm on the opposite end and I'm into really experimental. Like, my hero is Les Claypool with Primus. I'll put on things like The Residents just to torment these guys.
You should hear our car rides to gigs. we do this thing where we switch off, like everyone gets a song, and you would swear like you were in like 3 alternate realities. We spend a long time writing usually. Like, writing songs doesn't happen overnight with us. But when we finally get through all the experimenting and feeling, hurting, and fighting, and just kind of being like, this song's never gonna get made. Eventually it does, and I think it ends up being really cool. Like, that's something that happened with like Return to Sender. It's kind of something similar to that, where it took so long to write, but when it finally was finished, it ended up being really cool. It's all worth it in the end. It comes out to something that's not exactly expected, but it's still interesting. Adversarial, it's very much a product of the year 2016, which was wild. It's a wild ride. And it opens up with Free the Free. It's this song about mass incarceration and kind of the bullshit nature of it, where we're locking people up for drug-related crimes when really we should be helping them with rehabilitation or just therapy or hospitalizing people. And then Freedom Never Rang.
That's just more of a song about the absurdity that racism in its many forms still exists. A lot of people like to think that since the civil rights movement, racism is just gone, that it does not plague our society, when it still very much does, just not in the same way.
And then we close out the EP with Revolution Atmosphere, which I wrote directly after the election of Trump. And that one's very much saying that if ridiculous things like this continue to happen and people's actual concerns are being ignored forever, you're going to spark some kind of resistance or some kind of movement.
I didn't think about this stuff until I joined their band. Once I started joining, I started looking at politics and the rights and the movements, and if I had a question, I would go to these guys because they would be more informed than me. I even started telling some of my friends, like, hey, this is what the song's about, you should care about this is what it is. So I definitely want to inspire people to really think about the world. Right now, though, some of our newer stuff is more about either telling a story or a certain idea rather than with politics and stuff like that.
We're not trying to write ourselves into a corner in terms of like what kind of music we can write or what kind of ideas we can express. It doesn't mean that like politics will never have a place in our music going forward, but we're trying to expand a little more and be more broad.
We're playing with ideas for what we want our concept albums to be. We have at least like 9 different songs between the 3 of us that we want to work on. EP in general, collection. Like we don't know what we want to do, but we're definitely playing with different ideas.
To anyone listening, thank you for giving our music a try, and don't forget to give other music a try. You'll never know what you'll find and what you'll like if you just give something new a chance to surprise you.
Vote! Go to a protest! Stop complaining about things if you're not gonna fix them. You're the problem.
Retweet.
Every now and again, I'm feeling oppressed again. I know I say again,